Hello! I'll be showing you how to make treasure splitting sandwiches from the official One Piece cookbook. This is one of the many recipes Sanji from One Piece wrote down that you too can own in physical or ebook, which I'll link to in the description. Be sure to check out our other videos featuring recipes from this cookbook, which I'll also link to in the description below. The sandwiches are briefly shown in chapter 303 of the manga when the crew were deciding where to go next after the Skypiea arc. The recipe in the cookbook is for 3 different types of sandwiches: egg and crab, tuna, and potato and canned tuna. The serving size was originally for 3 for the first 2 sandwiches and 2 for the last sandwich, which is sort of weird when you think about it. Anyways, for this video I'll be showing you how to make 2 servings of each type. For the egg and crab, you'll need 4 slices of bread, 2 eggs, 40 grams of imitation crab, 1 1/3 tablespoon of onions, 1 1/3 tablespoon of Kewpie mayonnaise, and room temperature butter. For the tuna, you'll need 4 slices of bread, 80 grams of raw tuna, 2/3 teaspoon of olive oil, 2 basil leaves, garlic powder to taste, room temperature butter, Kewpie mayo, salt to taste, and white pepper to taste as well. For the potato and canned tuna, you'll need 4 slices of bread, 80 grams of canned tuna, 150 grams of potato, 1 3/4 teaspoon of butter, pinch of salt and black pepper, Worcestershire sauce to taste, and 1 tablespoon of Kewpie mayonnaise. I'll have links to buy the ingredients to make your own sandwiches in the description below. Let's start with the egg and crab sandwich. First, submerge the 2 eggs in water in a small pot to boil them. Put the pot on the stove top and turn the heat on to high to boil the water. When the water is boiled, turn off the heat and cover the pot with a lid. You'll leave the eggs inside the pot of boiled water for 12 minutes to cook them. While you're waiting for the eggs to boil, you'll mince the onions next. When the onion is minced, you'll transfer to a small bowl of water to soak for 15 minutes. Soaking the onion in water helps to remove the strong raw flavor of the onion and softens it too. Once the onions are done soaking, transfer them from the bowl to a paper towel to wring out the water from the onions. As there is lots of water soaked in the onions, you'll likely need a second towel layer before you wring out the water, as the initial towel might break while wringing. After you're done wringing out the water, you can leave the onions on the side for later. When the eggs are done cooking, you will remove them from the pot to cool, then peel the shell off. Slice the now peeled eggs into thick chunks. When you're done, put the eggs into a mixing bowl. Add the minced onions into the mixing bowl. Peel the imitation crab, then add it to the bowl. Add mayonnaise. Mix everything together. Spread the butter on 1 slice of bread. Put half of the crab and egg mix on the buttered bread. Spread butter on another bread slice, then put it on top of the crab and egg mix, butter side down. Cut the crust off the bread while pretending to use Zoro's One Sword Great Dragon Shock finisher move. You'll do the same for the other serving of the same sandwich. If you like what you've seen so far, please subscribe. It makes us happy to see every new subscriber. Thank you! Next is the tuna sandwich. Chop the raw tuna into small cubes. Put the cubes into a mixing bowl when you're done chopping it. Add olive oil to the bowl. Add white pepper. Add garlic powder. Add salt. Add torn basil leaves. Mix everything together. Spread butter on 1 slice of bread. Put half of the tuna mix on the buttered bread. Spread mayonnaise on the other slice of bread, then put it on top of the tuna mix, mayo side down. Cut the crust off the sandwich. Repeat for another portion of tuna sandwich. Lastly, the potato and canned tuna sandwich. After you clean and peel the potato, cut the potato into 1 centimeter thick chunks. Add the potato pieces into a small pot of water. Put the pot on the stovetop and turn the heat on to high heat to boil the water. Once the water is boiled, turn down the heat to medium-low and cook the potato for 10 to 12 minutes. Once the potatoes are done cooking, transfer them to a mixing bowl. Add butter to the mixing bowl. Mash everything together like you're doing Luffy's Gomu Gomu Gatling gun attack. When the potatoes are mashed and fluffy, add the canned tuna. Add the mayonnaise. Add the salt and black pepper. Add the Worcestershire sauce. Mix everything together. Spread half the potato and tuna mix on a slice of bread. Add another slice of bread on top of the mix. Cut the crust off the bread, then you're done making Sanji's treasure splitting sandwiches. Let's see how the sandwiches taste. I'll try the egg and crab sandwich first. Itadakimasu. Not bad. You can taste the egg and mayonnaise flavor together. The onion has some bite, but it doesn't overpower the sandwich as a whole. You can't really taste the imitation crab, but it does give it a nice mouthfeel texture between the hard-boiled eggs and slightly crunchy onions. I personally don't like the taste of hard-boiled eggs and mayonnaise, but the mayo I use is Kewpie mayonnaise, which has a slightly different flavor to the mayo you typically find in America. Kewpie mayonnaise is tangier, sweeter, and richer in flavor compared to regular mayonnaise. I'm probably still biased in terms of flavor, so this sandwich gets 3 choppers as it turned what I don't normally like to eat to something I would eat. 1 chopper for how easy it was to make. Next, the potato and canned tuna sandwich. Clear my palate first with some tea. Itadakimasu. It's just okay. Maybe the tuna is too dry when combined with the potato, so it doesn't have a great mouthfeel. A little more mayonnaise and Worcestershire sauce might help to solve that. I like the taste of the buttered potato in the sandwich, but the tuna really isn't doing it for me. As the mouthfeel and flavor weren't the best, I give it 1 chopper for flavor and 1 chopper for how easy it was to make. Last sandwich is the tuna sandwich. Clear my palate first with some tea. Itadakimasu. I like this sandwich the best, probably due to the fresh taste of the raw tuna. In contrast to the dry canned tuna, this was much tastier, had a great soft mouthfeel, and of course, fresher in taste. The garlic powder adds a nice touch of flavor to the tuna. When I bite the basil, I get a tasty refresher for my tongue, which helps to balance the richness of the butter and mayonnaise. For the tuna sandwich, I'll give it 4 choppers in terms of flavor, as I feel the butter and mayonnaise aren't necessary and muddles the flavor of the tuna a little. This sandwich also gets 1 chopper for how easy it was to make. Look forward to more recipe demonstration and reviews like this from us for the official One Piece Pirate Recipes book by Sanji. We plan to make all the East Blue recipes in the cookbook. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you! Until next time, see ya!